Imagine if you could rewrite history with just one aircraft. June 6, 1944 is about to become the most important day of World War II. But what if something impossible suddenly appeared in the skies above Normandy? Something that would make both sides question everything they thought they knew about warfare. Picture this scenario. The German Atlantic Wall stretches along the French coast, bristling with over 50,000 troops, machine gun nests, artillery positions, and concrete bunkers. The Allies are preparing to launch the largest amphibious invasion in human history, with 150,000 soldiers. But in this alternate timeline, just hours before the landings begin, a shadow appears at 50,000 feet altitude. No one hears it coming. No radar detects it. It's a B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, somehow transported from the 21st century into 1944. This isn't your typical World War II aircraft. The B-2 is a flying wing design, nearly invisible to primitive radar systems of the era. It carries 40,000 pounds of precision-guided munitions and can cruise at altitudes completely beyond the reach of most German anti-aircraft weapons. Unlike the noisy propeller-driven bombers of 1944, this ghost moves through the sky in almost complete silence. Now, here's where things get interesting. The German defenders have spent years fortifying these beaches. They've installed massive flak cannons, some capable of reaching aircraft at 40,000 feet. But their radar technology was designed to track slow-moving bombers, not something coated in radar-absorbing materials flying at the edge of space. Their communications rely on telephone lines and radio systems that would seem ancient by modern standards. As dawn approaches on D-Day, explosions begin erupting along the coastline. German soldiers see flashes of destruction, but hear no approaching engines. Command bunkers vanish in precise strikes. Artillery positions disappear in clouds of smoke and debris. Radio communications go dead. The chain of command starts collapsing as officers try to understand what's happening. But here's the catch. The B-2's precision depends on GPS satellites that won't exist for another 50 years. Without that technology, the crew must rely on visual identification and internal navigation systems. From 10 miles up, distinguishing individual targets becomes extremely challenging, especially in poor weather conditions. Some bombs will inevitably miss their intended targets. The psychological impact might be even more devastating than the physical damage. German troops are witnessing attacks from an invisible enemy. Morale crumbles as soldiers whisper about secret Allied superweapons or worse possibilities. Some units might abandon their positions entirely, convinced they're facing something beyond conventional warfare. Meanwhile, Allied commanders are equally confused. They weren't briefed about any mysterious aircraft. Some might mistake it for a German secret weapon, potentially causing friendly fire incidents or disrupting carefully planned landing schedules. The element of surprise works both ways in this scenario. Even with perfect execution, the B-2 faces limitations. It carries enough fuel for one mission and cannot be resupplied or repaired using 1944 technology. Once its payload is expended, it becomes just another piece of advanced metal. The Atlantic Wall consists of thousands of defensive positions, many buried underground or hidden behind natural obstacles. The bomber's impact would likely save hundreds or thousands of Allied lives by eliminating key defensive positions, especially at Omaha Beach where casualties were heaviest. But the invasion still requires boots on the ground. Soldiers must still navigate minefields, overcome remaining obstacles, and secure the beachhead against whatever German forces survive the mysterious aerial assault. In the broader context, one aircraft couldn't single-handedly change the war's outcome. However, its appearance might accelerate Germany's collapse by creating panic in Berlin, forcing resource reallocation from other fronts, and demonstrating Allied technological superiority that never actually existed. The ripple effects could reshape the entire conflict timeline, potentially ending the war months earlier than in our reality.